to you. This is T. Lamont Silver Sr. Everyone calls me T. Lamont. You've heard our voice for much of the last 2 or 3 weeks. Now you're going to hear the first presidential address. There will be $1,000 given away on today's webinar. What the company will do is it will simply credit your eCash. You are going to help us determine how that $1,000 is going to be distributed. Will it be one person getting $1,000? Will it be 10 people getting 100 apiece? Will it be 5 people getting 200? Thank you so much, Michael. I've got that, my friend. We're going to start introductions in just a few moments. Let me just post real quickly for our U.S.-based callers. For our U.S.-based callers, if you can't get on the webinar, and you might want to text this out, U.S.-based callers can call. They can call, thank you so much, 312-878-0511, and your access code, which is a little different from mine, your access code would be, let's see here, 753-956. 410. Text that out, Skype it out, email it out. You're going to hear from our president in just a few moments. Humble beginnings from the cotton fields. If my mom is on the webinar, she may be cringing because she used to have to pick cotton before she went to school in the morning. From the cotton fields to the executive boardroom all across the globe to having built several multi-million-dollar enterprises. It's going to help us lead the revenue sharing revolution. You're going to hear from him in just a few moments. Let's take some introductions here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Wallace from Arizona, Jim from East Texas, Oren from Israel, Willis from Philadelphia, Sharon from Cantonsville, Maryland, Barry from Vista, California, is it Sherry or Cherie from Florida, Michael from Central Alabama. I love my Alabamians. I don't know if I say that right, because I'll have folks that'll say I'm from North Alabama. Now you're from Central Alabama. I love that about our great folks there in Alabama. Rink from Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome. John from Spain. What time of day is it over there, John, in Spain? Joni from Tampa. Welcome. Cecinio, forgive me if I pronounced that wrong, from Puerto Rico. Welcome. One more minute for welcomes. Go on and get your name and tell us where you are from. We're going to give away $1,000. That'll be credited to your eCash. Raymond from Greensboro, welcome. My hometown. Jesse from Wisconsin, welcome. Randy from Tennessee, welcome. James from Longview, Texas, welcome. Larry Stokes from Bronx, New York, welcome. CC from Plainfield, New Jersey, welcome. Keith from, where's Keith from? Oh, I lost you. So many names coming in. Sorry. South Carolina, welcome. Marquita from New Jersey, welcome. Dale from Illinois, welcome. Kelvin from Texas, welcome. Julio from Atlanta, Georgia, welcome. You are building a phenomenal business. Eva from Eva, welcome. Richard from Dallas, Texas, welcome. Alvita, welcome. Mark, welcome. Rosalind, welcome. Michelle, welcome. Tracy, welcome. Betty, welcome. Kirk, welcome. Billy, welcome. Debbie, welcome. We're 30 seconds. Tony, welcome. Kathy, welcome. Lisa, welcome. Cindy, welcome. Myriad, welcome. Donia, welcome. Glenn from Norway, welcome. Joe from Apopka, Florida, welcome. Welcome. Fantastic, fantastic. Boy, and they just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming from all across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, we won't be able to get to everyone's name. Wow, this is an absolutely, absolutely amazing. Listen, I want you to pay attention to your screen real quickly. We're going to do a quick poll. This is going to help us determine how the money for today's $1,000 will be distributed. Each session, we've got 3 sessions today. Each session, the company is going to give away $1,000. It's going to credit those of you that are partakers in that. It's going to credit your eCash in your back office. And so here is the poll. Whoops, wrong thing. I'm sorry. I did the wrong thing there. Bear with me. I need you to vote. I need you to vote, and you can vote now. So $1,000 is going to be given away. If you would like to see 10 people get $100 apiece, you would be voting 10 people $100 apiece. If you'd like to see 200 people $200 go to 5 people, then you would vote there. Okay, about a third of you have voted. About 40% of you have voted. About 50% of you have voted. Come on, let your voice be heard. About 60% of you have voted. 65% of you have voted. We're going to give it 10 seconds. Get your vote in. Let your voice, 70%, be heard. Let your voice in 10 be 9 heard. 71%. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I am not sure how to show. I have done this before. Don't remember how I show the poll, the results to everyone. I don't know how to do that. I do apologize for that. 75% of you that voted, actually 75% of you, 76% of you voted. 75% of you that voted said, hey, we want to spread the wealth. We want 10 people to get $100 a piece. So that is what we will do on this webinar. 10 of you will get $100 a piece. Your eCash will be credited. I will let you know how that is going to be done. You want to pay very close attention to this webinar. At any moment, we may ask a question almost as a quiz, and the first person who gets that question right as you answer in your questions box will be the winner. We will only allow one person to win. We'll only allow you to win once in the session, to be fair and to impact as many people as we possibly can. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. You've been coming on to webinars for a couple of weeks now. Many of you have been out there promoting and sharing the word, the vision of Jobirab, Jobimaks. You're excited about leading the revenue sharing revolution, but you wanted to know who is at the helm, who's going to be leading this charge. Once again, this gentleman has humble beginnings. He's going to tell you a lot about his humble beginnings. He's going to tell you about how he went from being in the cotton fields to being in the executive boardrooms. He's got traditional business executive experience. He's going to tell you about his tremendous traditional business where he was the CEO of that business. I hope I didn't speak out of turn. I hope I said that correctly. He's going to tell you about how he has been in the home business arena, how he's built multiple seven-figure business enterprises, the fact he's a CEO of a huge establishment that helps people in the network marketing, MLM, home business space. And now he is at the helm of Jobirab, Jobimaks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with my sincere privilege and pleasure that we are able. Give me a moment. Something happened here. Oh, I know. I did not get rid of my poll. I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm sorry. I messed that up. It is my sincere privilege, my sincere pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you our president, the gentleman that will lead us in this movement to change lives all across the world, to change lives together, change the world together, starting with yours, Mr. J. Joshua Beisel. Mr. J. Joshua Beisel, our president, how are you doing, sir?
T. Lamont, I am doing absolutely fantastic. If I was doing any better, there'd have to be two of me just to keep up. I want to thank you for that amazing introduction, and I realize this is my very first opportunity to speak before the masses, and I cannot believe how many people have come out here at noon Eastern Standard Time. It's just a little past 10 o'clock in the morning for me, T. Lamont, and I am just so impressed with how many people are serious about their business. Now, I got to admit, I was sneaking in a little bit early here today, and I don't know who it was, T. Lamont, but there was a leader on the phone, and this is what he said. He said, I don't care if my team is at work. They need to take an early lunch and get on this call. And I don't know who that is, but I need to have that person come out and meet with us. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, some fly-ins, some open houses, as we really get this off the ground and take it to the next level. But T. Lamont, let me just say this first of all. I want to personally thank you for leading out and really sharing the Jوbiرب, Jوbiمکس vision and leading the movement out there. I am so ready to join you and really start to begin the process of going forward on full launch. So we're going to talk about all these things, but you've got a good picture of me up there. I have to tell you, I'm about 10 pounds heavier.
well, Mr. President, I tell you what, I want our Jوbiرب, Jوbiمکس family to hear about your humble beginnings and really what sparks your passion. There's this picture, and it may cause you to quiver. I know if my mom's on the webinar, she's quivering right now. Tell us about you picking cotton and how you really got your start, and this passion that burns within you.
I will. You know, I was thinking about this when I was making some notes here the other day, and right before I ended up picking cotton, I'll never forget this. I was in the back seat of my mom and dad's car, and they were kind of arguing about money, and money was something that they were always struggling with. And I'll never forget. I spoke up and I said, "Hey, you guys don't need to worry about money. I've got some money right here." And I reached underneath the seat there, and there was a little green cup, and it had a bunch of laundry quarters in it. And I said, "You guys need to quit worrying about money. We got lots of money right here." Because to me at the time, all those laundry quarters in that little green cup really seemed like a lot of money. But no, I did come up in a very unique way, and we did whatever we could to keep food on the table. We had a wood stove that actually heated us during the winter because electric was just way too much money. And picking cotton was the only thing that we could do extra to make money. Until my dad got an opportunity to sharecrop some land, and we got an opportunity to actually do some logging. So yeah, that unfortunately brings back some memories. So
I know when we were talking, you were talking about how even as a child, oftentimes you went to bed hungry, and that's kind of what ignited that entrepreneurial flame in you.
It was. I want to, this is a really, I think, important for people to understand that as entrepreneurs, and I know that on today's call we have a lot of entrepreneurial people. And maybe for some of you, you don't remember when it actually started, when that little ember turned into a roaring flame. But I'm going to tell you right now, T. Lamont, where it happened for me. I'll never forget, I was sitting at the top of the stairs, and I believe I was reading a book or just doing something that a normal 12-year-old boy would do. And I was sitting up there reading a book, and I had, for the first time in my life, I had a girlfriend. And at 12 years old, your first girlfriend is really, really important. Well, she's the first girl who ever replied to my note, the one that says, "I like you, do you like me?" Circle one, yes or no. And so
I used that in college, by the way. That worked very well in college too, before they kicked me out of college.
There you go. So she was my first real official girlfriend, and I was just so in love. And of course, at 12, it was really, really important to me. And I'll never forget. I looked up from sitting on the stairs, and there walking towards me was this beautiful girl that I called my girlfriend. And as she was walking towards me, I literally, T. Lamont, I heard music. It was just awesome. And then the background that had been kind of blurry came into clarity, and I saw an entire bevy of women behind her. And it took me a few minutes to understand what had happened. And then I realized it. That this girl that I had fallen in love with, that was to be, my forever, of course at 12, that's what it felt like.
Right.
But then I started to feel the shame and the embarrassment, really, because all those women behind her were the women from church coming to bring my family food. And while I was grateful to have something to eat, at that moment, T. Lamont, I made a decision that I would never, ever, ever allow my family to worry about having their basic needs, and I wanted to help as many people as I can around the world live in abundance. And I know people say, "Well, Josh, how could that have been at 12 years old?" Well, I tell you, T. Lamont, from that day until now, I've had entrepreneurial activity after entrepreneurial activity, and I made more money at age 15 than a lot of people make. And I did it cutting grass and building lawn care businesses and doing whatever it took to make sure that I didn't have to worry about going to bed hungry or have my girlfriend in the church bring me food to Lamont. So it was a big leap.
Yeah, so we obviously you had that fire ignited in you, and tell us a little bit about some of your executive experience, because I know that you did very well in the traditional world of business, not just in the marketing world. Tell us a little bit about your executive experience and the fact that you traveled around the world as you mastered sales and direct response marketing and leadership.
So, you know, it really kind of happened. I was really blessed with an opportunity to do very well in high school, and I got some early scholarships to some really elite colleges. And here's what happened for me. I quickly realized in my first year of college that I really probably wasn't college material. And I was making more money in my sales profession than I actually was, you know, than the career I was planning on going into. And I had a lot more ups and downs after that, but I really had this burning passion to understand the mechanisms of moving products and services into the marketplace. And I worked on the phones, I knocked doors, I did all of these different things. And one of the biggest companies that I had the privilege to work my way into was a series of direct response marketing companies where we did direct mail. And I really got an opportunity to work on the inside of infomercials and other really cool things. And I began to understand that ultimately it's not about being a salesperson, T. Lamont. That's not what it is. It's about having products and services that people are buying anyway. And we're going to talk more about that later. But along my journey, and I think this is really key, is I got an opportunity to work with some amazing people who were building an alternative energy company. And I actually rose to the president of that company, and we were at one point the largest alternative energy company of our type anywhere in the United States and throughout the world. I got an opportunity to work on the Olympic swimming pool and alternative energy systems that were installed there. So some really great opportunities, got to fly all over the world and meet some amazing people. But ultimately, what I really took away from that experience was really teamwork, and I know that people are going to really see that as we go forward here with G'obirev, G'obimax. We have an amazing team spirit, and we have a tremendous training spirit, and those are two things that have allowed me to build massive business empires. And I really believe it's about the people. It's really about empowering people to rise above. And that's what I really believe in, teamwork and training, and we're going to talk more about that. But it was an awesome experience. That company, by the way, is still recording record profits every single year. And we keep in good touch, and they're always inviting me to the Christmas party, and I haven't been able to go for a few years. But you know, that is what is really important, is that building a company is one thing. What is really valuable, what we are all here today to do, T. Lamont, is build a team, a well-trained team. That's what we want to focus on. So
fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. I tell you what, why don't you open up your questions box? The spirit of benevolence is upon G'obirev, G'obimax. First person with the right answer wins. Where is J. Joshua Beisel from? Stop. Got a winner. Got a winner. Stop. We've got a winner. Congratulations to Mr. Julio Cruz. Mr. Julio Cruz, what I need you to do, Julio, by the way, is building a phenomenal business. Many of you have been paying attention to your leaders board, and you've been seeing Frank, who is an absolute beast, has been leading almost from day one in personal enrollments. Frank is now well over 1,000 personal enrollees. Well, Frank is in Julio's business. My goodness. Julio, if you would send an email, sir, to webinarpromotion@gmail.com, webinarpromotion@gmail.com, and please include your G'obirev username, and your contact information, so that the support team can credit your eCash with $100. Congratulations to our first winner, Julio Cruz. Now, something happened, Mr. President, something happened in 2004 that was a life-changing event for you. But please share, and I know this might even be a little painful, and very intimate. But if you wouldn't mind kind of sharing that with us so we can get to know your spirit and your heart.
So in 2004, probably the biggest challenge I've ever faced occurred, and at the same time, the greatest miracle ever occurred. And that was the birth of my daughter. And my daughter, for those that know me, she is absolutely my entire world. But unfortunately, it was a very difficult pregnancy, and there was no way. My wife suffered from postpartum and a number of other issues and complications, and there was no way that she was going to be able to raise this child on her own with me working 80 hours a week in corporate America. And I had always been an entrepreneur, and I had always dabbled in different network marketing companies and different entrepreneurial activities, and if you name it, I have probably done it. And I had had a little bit of success, but I had never been successful enough, Telamon, to be able to say I could go full time and work from home and take care of my family.
Okay.
So in 2004, I had no choice. I knew that this was it. I had to make the decision to take care of my family, and I went home, and I'll never forget, I had a desk that I had bought on closeout from Staples for $5. I had one of those big giant CRT monitors, the ones that are, well, they don't even make them anymore. They're like, look like a big washing machine sitting on top of my desk, and every once in a while it kind of smoked. And I sat there in the corner of my living room with this big monitor, which barely was held up by this little cheap $5 desk, and I held my newborn daughter, and I fed her, and I changed her diapers, and I sat right there on the phone, and I had to learn through the school of hard knocks what it took to create a full-time income from home. And literally, my very first month's budget was huge. $55.36. That's what I had to work with, Telamon. And I got to tell you, from that day until now, obviously a lot of improvements have been made, and I was very blessed to have the opportunity to leverage the little bit of resources that I had to find a way to help enough people get what they want so that I could build a successful business, so that I could earn a full-time living from home to take care of my family. And I got to tell you, that is one of the things that a home-based business can really create for people, is enough time freedom to be able to spend time with their family now. Because, folks, that's what time we have. We have right now. And so it's really important to me. And because of that, Telamon, I've remained eternally grateful to the home-based business industry. Now that my daughter's 8 going on 20, I could probably return to corporate America in some ways if I wanted to, doing anything I wanted to. But what's really dear to me is the home-based business arena. It's an arena that has helped me and blessed me, and now my goal is to continue to give back and lead out, and that's exactly what we're doing right here with Jobirab, Jobimaks.
What was that budget you said you had? That massive budget?
The massive budget, $55.36. Now, now let me be clear. Just because it's real important that everybody understand this, because that budget was me actually borrowing my father-in-law's credit card. It was kind of a family shared budget at the time. So very, very humble beginnings, no doubt. But again, through serving the public, we were able to build it into a success. And that's the same philosophy, the same spirit, and the same strength that we're going to move forward with Jobirab, Jobimaks.
Fantastic. I feel the spirit of benevolence coming upon Jobirab, Jobimaks, ready to give away another $100. The first person with the right answer is going to win the $100. How young is J. Joshua Beisel's daughter now? Stop. We've got a winner. We've got a winner. We've got a winner. Wow, there's a whole bunch of answers. We've got a winner. Give us just a moment. Let's see who was first. Let's see who was first. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. My gosh. They were waiting, Mr. President. They were waiting. Anthony B. Anthony B is the winner. Anthony B is the winner. Anthony B is our second winner here. Anthony, same thing, my friend. If you would send an email to webinarpromotion@gmail.com, webinarpromotion@gmail.com, your contact information, including your Jobirab, Jobimaks username. Oh, I tell you, let's give away another $100. What was the amount, the exact amount of that budget? What was the exact amount of that budget? Stop. We've got another winner. Stop. We've got another winner. We've got another winner. Let's see who that winner was. Give us a moment. Give us a moment. So we have, oh, wow. Boy. And you're going to start to hear about the vision in just a few moments. Mark. Mark, how do I pronounce your last name? Grijalva. Mark. Whoops. So, Mark, you are our next winner, my friend. Mark. And, Mark, I cannot pronounce it. I do not want to mess your name up, my friend. Congratulations. Now, ladies, I want to see some ladies, not just the dudes. We want to see some ladies, not just the dudes. All right. Mark, you know how to spell your last name. All right. So, you've even been featured. I know you've been featured in a book that I think it's Barnes & Noble. Positively influential. Tell us a little bit about that, and then start to lead us into your vision for Jobirab, Jobimaks.
Awesome. You know, it was a couple of years ago, back in, I believe it was 2010, late 2011, when this came out. And you can pick it up in Barnes & Noble. It's actually a top seller. If you can find it out various places online as well. But the name of the book is called Positively Influential. And the goal of the author was to interview some of the world's top attraction marketers. And as folks get an opportunity to get to know me a little bit, they'll really kind of come to understand that it's all about attraction marketing. It's really all about having products and services that people are already buying, already using, and then really just positioning yourself in front of those prospects and helping them have a good, positive experience on their way to those products and services, and you get paid. It really is that simple. So I was really blessed to have the opportunity to be one of the featured experts in that book. Myself, along with several other top attraction marketers, are in there. It is an excellent read for anybody who is interested. And again, the name of that book is Positively Influential, and absolutely really important. So if you've got a couple of minutes right now, I would absolutely love to kind of share the Jobirab, Jobimaks vision.
Certainly.
Okay, awesome. So, I've mentioned a few times on the call some key things about my business philosophy and what I've learned. And folks, I want to tell you that at the core of my business philosophy is really a couple of key things. Number one is sharing products and services that people are already buying. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. The other business philosophy that is really important to me is the fact that every day there are literally billions and billions of sales happening through large Fortune 500 companies. And the challenge that I have with that is that only a few people enjoy the richest profits from those enterprises. And we have built Jobirab, Jobimaks for one specific reason, folks, so that you had a choice to get your share. And we're going to help you do that by sharing products and services that people are already using every single day. And all you'll have to do is help position yourself and Jobirab, Jobimaks in front of them, and voila, you get paid. That's exactly what we do. Now, we knew that in order to build the biggest company we could build that really empowered the most amount of people, both customers and distributors, we knew we would have to do a couple of key things. Number one, we would have to have the right products, which we do have, and I'm going to be giving you a quick update on that here in a minute. Number two, we knew we would have to have the right compensation plan. Number three, the right leadership. And number four, the right timing. And as we have in the coming weeks, we're going to have tons of calls, tons of training. We're going to get a little bit deeper into some of those points. I just want to hit the key points here on today's call. But number one, the right products, folks. It's really important, if you want to build a successful business, that you have products and services that people really want already. And I want to share with you what I believe is the perfect trifecta of products, and we have them. Health and wellness products, travel products, and online shopping. Combined, already multi-trillion dollars worth of industry right there for all of you to go out and share Jobirab, Jobimaks, share our products and services, share this incredible opportunity, and pick up your share. because we don't just want a couple of people sitting up top in the ivory tower. We built this for the people. We built this for the masses. We built this, as T. Lamont, as you talk about, little Susie to have the opportunity to go out and actually get paid. So we have the right products. Then I got to tell you, T. Lamont, you've seen this. Many people here on today's call have seen this. Some are new and they have not. But the power of the revenue sharing model is phenomenal. And the reason it's phenomenal is because it empowers Susie. It empowers the little guy, the little gal who wants to just be able to go out and get started, maybe doesn't have a lot of experience. Maybe you've done a little bit of network marketing or home-based business and you haven't really hit a big success. Well, this works for you. And so the power of that revenue sharing model is the right compensation plan for us. Now, the next thing is leadership. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now that the very definition of leadership is one's ability to share a vision and encourage others to follow you and help you go out and bring that vision into reality. And so it is our goal here at G'obirev G'obimax to empower, to teach and train all of you to become leaders. And that's what we want to be able to do. You see, we have an incredible leadership team, and we're going to be slowly announcing our executive board. We're going to kind of drip that out, and I got to tell you, you are going to be absolutely blown away and amazed with who we have. And it's just as important that you understand our commitment to help all of you become leaders as well. And that is the perfect combination. Leadership we have, myself, our incredible executive team, T. Lamont, so many others are going to be coming out, and we want to help you in the field become leaders as well. So the next thing that we really want to talk about here is the timing. And, you know, I've heard this message before, T. Lamont. I have. I've heard, I got to tell you, Microsoft was timing. You know, sometimes you're on the cusp of a trend out there, and it's timing. Well, G'obimax, G'obirev is at the right place for timing for two key reasons. And this is definitely something we have to take a note of right here. Number one is what I call net zero consumables. And everybody, this is a phrase that you're going to begin to hear a lot more about. It's net zero consumables. I don't have a lot of time to cover it in any great detail today, but I want to share with you that study after study after study shows that the key to a successful home-based business, the key in many cases to a successful business of any kind, even brick and mortar, is what is known as transfer spending. It is absolutely imperative that when you're helping families get started as a customer with you in a business, that you not be asking them to spend $100 or several $100s a month on new products and services. And a lot of these lotions and potions and juice companies out there, they'll say, hey, look, get started with a $150 auto ship or a $100 auto ship. And families say, well, we want to do that, but they can't afford month after month to continue to spend an extra $100 on products and services they weren't already consuming. Okay, and that's why net zero consumables is part of the G'obirev G'obimax movement. It's part of the revolution. We want to help people simply stop spending money in their current form at all the big retailers or grocery stores and the big warehouses, and actually transfer dollars they're already spending in a way that through attraction marketing positions our team to actually get paid. And again, we're going to cover this more, but net zero consumables is huge. The other one that's absolutely huge is the revenue sharing revolution. And combined, we have together for the first time an absolutely compliant revenue sharing model that will allow people to go out using net zero consumables and transfer spending to build an organization, to acquire customers, and to create wealth. And ultimately, and this is huge, T. Lamont, our people need time freedom as well as financial freedom. And that is the G'obirev G'obimax vision. And folks, I got to tell you something right now, and this is really important. A lot of you, when I counsel with people, one of the things that they share with me is that, you know, hey, I just wish I could someday be at the right place at the right time. And I tell people that hard work and a great attitude and continually training will create all the luck that you need. But I do have good news for all of you out here on today's call through your own hard work and efforts, whatever your journey in life has been to lead you here. As a result, you are finally at the right place at the right time. This is your opportunity. Opportunity is knocking right at your door, because what we have here with Jobirab, Jobimaks is the next big thing. Make no mistake. There is absolutely no doubt. The public has already spoken. Tens of thousands of you have already piled in here, and we're just getting started. This is your moment to shine. Don't ever forget that. So one thing I got to tell you, folks, and this is really key, is that there is a limited number of initial founding members positions that are going to be made available. So those of you that are out on the call right here listening to my voice right now, I want you to make the decision that as we fully open up and allow you to go in and claim and get started and start taking action, you need to fund your e-wallet and you need to begin purchasing the package of your choice, folks. But I'm going to tell you something right now. One of the most influential people in my life is Tony Robbins. And Tony Robbins says you become powerful in your moment of decision. And so I challenge each and every one of you listening to the sound of my voice right now to actually make a decision. This is your opportunity. It's finally come. You simply need to make the decision to join the revolution and claim your share. And that's why Jobirab, Jobimaks is taking it to the next level. So with that said, T. Lamont, I got to tell you, there's a couple more little minor things we can talk about, but are you fired up, T. Lamont?
Oh, man, I'm having to mute myself out so I can scream. I'm getting text messages from, some of the top leaders in the company from around the globe saying, oh my gosh, this is the guy that's leading us in the battle. Let's go. The revolution. Well, this is not just a company. This is a movement. My gosh, my gosh, my gosh. Wow. Let me stop right there. This is your show, my friend. This is your show. You are Mr. President. And did you get the name? J. Joshua Beisel. Jeff, you got to know that I love a person with a first initial and a middle name.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We definitely have that in common. So Tilema, I got a couple of things. We got a little bit of housekeeping here, a couple of little minor things that I want to talk about, which are really big. And we're going to talk about some open houses. We're going to make an additional announcement about my current enterprises and how that's really going to benefit everybody here, and talk a little bit about the experience and the resources that we're going to have access to. I'm really excited about that. But I want everybody to take a note of this. This is really important to me. I've got 3 actions that I want everyone listening to the sound of my voice to make note of and to begin to take action on. Okay, just 3 simple things I want you to do. Number 1, I want you to make a decision that you're going to not just get started, but that you're going to be all in here, that you're going to give this your time, you're going to give this your commitment, you're going to give this your positive energy, that you're going to come in here and you're going to help us go to ground. That's number 1. Just make a decision, and that's all you need to do is make a decision, follow it up with massive action, and you will be where we need to be. Speaking of that, number 2 is really to take action, and by taking action right now, what I want you to do is I want you to share Jobirab, Jobimaks. I want you to share the movement, folks. I've made a note in the back office as of yesterday on a conference call at 10 p.m. my time, midnight Eastern Standard Time. I was on a conference call with my amazing, tremendous team, people who I've come to love dearly and respect tremendously. And I said to them, I said, I want you to make a note right now. How many tens of thousands of people are already in the Jobirab, Jobimaks the business here? How many people are already in? And I made a note to that. And folks, I'm challenging all of you, effective today, to go out and double your organizations. And for some of you, you can do so much more, and I'm going to expect that you do so. Here's how you do it. It's very simple. I want you to log into your back office over at Jobimaks. I want you to grab your affiliate link to share, and I want you to begin to think about anybody who's ever tried to share a business with you, anybody you've ever been in business with in the past, upline, downline, crossline, people that have pitched you. There are so many people, your UPS man, your neighbors, the most influential people that you know, that you let them know that there's a movement coming to town. You share the vision by sharing your link. That's what I want you to do. All you need to do is pick up the phone, make a phone call, and say, you know what, there's a link coming your way. You need to take a look. You need to click in there. Something big is happening, and I don't want you to miss it. You don't need to explain it, folks. I just want you to share it, okay? Really important. And then this is it, folks. I want you to just simply get out there and ride the wave with us. Here's how you do that, okay? You ride the wave with us by plugging in. We are not just building a business here. We're not just building a company here. We are building a movement. And the way that we do that is what? It's people plugging in, working together, helping each other. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to clear your schedule, attend as many company events and functions as you can. We're going to keep you updated. We've got big company calls coming up here on Monday. And then here's the thing, it becomes really easy. You share your link, you bring people in, you attend company events and functions, and you invite them to join you, folks. And then T. Lamont and our amazing team, we are going to continue to help them through the process and helping them get started, folks. And we are going to work together. It's all about together. We're going to work together to continue to make this the biggest splash and the longest ride that any of you out there could ever possibly. And remember that we're helping people with our incredible products and services as well. So now a couple of housekeeping items there, T. Lamont, I just want to cover with everybody, and that is that you want to stay plugged in, leaders especially. You are going to want to stay plugged in. This coming Monday night on the company update call, we will be announcing finance. For those of you who do not know, I am the CEO and co-founder of a company called My Phone Room. And My Phone Room is the largest independent call center for network marketers and MLM companies anywhere in the world. We have over 5,000 square feet out here in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. And we are going to be doing some really awesome. I'll be working out of these offices here for a while as we continue to grow. And so you leaders are going to have an opportunity to join us on some of our open houses, to actually be able to fly out and get a chance to meet with me, to break some bread together and to shake some hands. And I'm really looking forward to that. Some of you are going to want to fly in your teams, and folks, we're going to do all of those things. We're just getting started. And one more thing here, I just want to quickly kind of touch on, and this is, I think, really, really important. That is that in our back office, I want you to stay really tuned in to emails and updates, because in our back office, you can actually go ahead and purchase the Visa card, virtual bank card, back there for only $12.95 to go ahead and pre-fund your account and make payment, and that will be live within the next 48 to 72 hours. So you will want to stay plugged in for that. Those of you that have made the decision, that's going to be coming up here over the next 48 to 72 hours. Really, really important. And T. Lamont, I think that's enough for one call, but I just want to end with one final thought. And that is really this. For all of you out there who are listening to the sound of my voice right now, I want to tell you a couple of really important things. Number one, thank you, because I believe that you are helping build a company that is going to truly, truly bless a lot of people and is going to help a lot of customers out there with incredibly fine products and services that they're going to be able to enjoy through a much better buying process that you will have helped create through the G'Rev, G'Max revolution here, folks. So number one, I want to say thank you. Number two, I want to say you ain't seen nothing yet, folks. You need to come out here, bring a friend, get out there and share, take action, and together we're going to make this the biggest splash and the longest ride any of you have ever experienced. So with that said, T. Lamont, I'm going to turn the call back over to you.
Wow. 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 Guys, excuse me for just a moment here. I'm really emotional because some of you that have come to the webinars, you've heard that story of, you know, how we got kicked out of college and we were delivering peaches. We bought into the dream in the U.S. making $10,000 a month. We got to the $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month and had that empty feeling because our Joe average and our Susie average, they weren't making money. And then finally we stumbled across this revenue sharing model a couple of years ago. Listen, there's a book I love to read, my favorite book. It talks about without vision, people don't last, people don't make it, people perish. And you've got to have a visionary leader. Did you feel his passion? Gosh, Joe Average, you're going to win. Man, Sue Average, you are going to win. We're going to be back here. We've got $700 more to give away, so give us a few moments. We're going to give that away. 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern. Please go in your back office under your calendar. That is a different webinar link than what we have here today. Please go in your back office under your calendar, 4 p.m. Eastern. Get your teams to that 4 p.m. Eastern webinar. Come back to that 4 p.m. Eastern webinar. And then our President, J. Joshua Bicewell, will be back with us again tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Get your teams there. You get there. We'll give away another $1,000 with each of those 2 sessions. Mr. President, I'll definitely let you go and get you a little rest for the next one. My gosh, that was powerful. That was powerful. Okay, let's give away $700 more. Wow. Wow. Okay, give me just a moment. Give me a moment. Let's see. All right, let's see. Someone said, hey, it's not fair for those of us who can't type that fast. So why don't we just do this? Why don't we do this? I am going to choose a number. All right, don't do anything yet because you don't know what I'm going to ask you for, okay? The seventh person who puts in where you are from, seventh person, you put in where you are from. Go now. Where you are from. Stop. I've got number 7. Stop. 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 Let's see here. This is going to be our 4th winner of the day. Give me a moment. Wow, that was quick. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cynthia Hayes from Georgia. Congratulations, Cynthia Hayes from Georgia. Let's go back to our winners. Cynthia Hayes from Georgia. Congratulations, Cynthia. There we go. We needed a dudette and not just a dude. Cynthia Hayes from Georgia. And once again, for those of you who are winners, what you're going to do is you're going to send an email to webinarpromotion@gmail.com. Include your username. We're going to get that over to support, and they're going to credit your eCash. The virtual bank account is just about ready to go. You heard the president say it should be available in the next 48 to 72 hours. I've gotten mine registered, and just as soon as we get off the webinar, I'm going to actually go down and fund it. We're kind of doing some tests now. We're putting together some screen shots and all of those things so that you'll have access to that. But we're very, very close to you being able to load funds into your account. Okay, congratulations, Cynthia Hayes. Congratulations to Cynthia Hayes. There was a concept that our president mentioned. He referred to it as transfer spending, but it had its own name. What was that name? Stop. Got a winner. Stop. Fantastic. Linda. Let's spell your name, Linda, because I would mess it up. Linda. All right. 2 ladies in a row. There we are. Linda Regalado. Fantastic. Congratulations. Congratulations, Linda. Congratulations. Congratulations. Our president, J. Joshua Beisel, has a particular company in this industry. What's the name of that company? Stop. We've got a winner. Stop. We've got a winner. Give us just a moment. Fantastic. Jonathan T. You registered on today's webinar as Jonathan. Let me make sure I'm spelling that name right. I did not spell it right. Jonathan T. Okay, Jonathan T. Congratulations. We've got 4 more. 4 more to give away. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Give me just a moment. Look at some of my notes here. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. All right, here we go. What part of the world is Mr. J. Joshua Beisel from? What part of, not from, I'm sorry, where is he operating out of now? Forgive me. Where is he operating out of now? Stop. We got an answer. Stop. And I'm going to take the first most specific answer. There were some people who said the U.S., But the most specific answer that I see first is Phoenix, Arizona, Mr. Tyrone Hutton. Mr. Tyrone Hutton, congratulations, sir. All right, so now we've got the dudes coming back again. Tyrone Hutton. Let's get some ladies here. Tyrone Hutton. Congratulations. Again, you also will be sending an email to webinarpromotion@gmail.com. Webinarpromotion@gmail.com. We've got three more. We've got three more. Okay. Our president was in management with the traditional business and alternative energy. What type of alternative energy did you see? What type of alternative energy? Stop. Good, 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 good. We've got a winner. Give me a moment. We've got Dean Wilkinson. Congratulations, Dean. Dean Wilkinson. Dean Wilkinson. Congratulations, 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 my friend. Right? What is Joe and Susie's last name? Joe and Susie. We always refer to them. What's Joe and Susie's last name? Stop. We've got a winner. We've got a winner. You guys are amazing. Guys and guyettes, you are absolutely amazing. Okay, I will definitely have to post this, and please forgive me for not being able to pronounce your name. But you're absolutely right. And again, forgive me for not being able to pronounce your name. I don't want to mess it up there. Okay. So congratulations. If I can just call you D for right now. Again, I don't want to mess up your name there. So congratulations. All right, and we've got one more. All right, so congratulations so far to Julio Cruz, to Anthony B, to Mark, couldn't pronounce that last name, G-R-I, you know that. Cynthia Hayes from Georgia, Linda, Jonathan T, Tyrone Hutton, Dean Wilkinson, and our buddy or buddy-ette D.E. How about that? And what is the name of the book that Mr. J. Joshua Beisel was featured in? What's the name of the book that he was featured in? All right, stop. Wow, this is fantastic. So many of you were paying very, very close attention. Fantastic. All right, give me a moment. Give me a moment. And all right, we rounded out with a young lady winning, and her name is Phyllis. Phyllis, how did I spell that? Make sure I spell it right. Phyllis Howard. Congratulations, young lady. Phyllis Howard, okay? All of those of you that have won in this first session, please send an email to webinarpromotion@gmail.com, webinarpromotion@gmail.com, and include, obviously, your name, your contact information, and your username. That's going to get over to support, and then support is going to credit your eCash with $100 a piece. We're going to be back here at 4 p.m. Eastern. The link is different, so please go in your back office under your calendar and get that link out to folks. Let them know the president of this company is not just some figurehead. You heard him. You heard him. He's tremendous experience, comes from humble beginnings, knows what it's like to struggle, no silver spoon in his mouth, has been very successful in both the traditional business arena as well as the home-based business arena, has worked with people from all across the globe, particularly with his MyPhone enterprise. There's going to be things that's going to be happening from that that's going to impact all of us. He'll share a little bit more of that. Next Monday, he's going to be with us. He's going to start talking about the fly-ins for those of you that want to come and look him in the eye and really feel his heart and feel his passion, not just over the phone, but there live. So you're going to hear more about that soon. Funding for your or loading up funds into your virtual bank account. I've gotten mine. as a test. As soon as we get off the webinar, I'm going to run down and get a money dot and load it up and make sure that that's loading up properly, making notes of all the processes so that we can also have a walkthrough for those that may need their hands held just a little bit more in setting that process up. Really a simple process. You're going to love it. We love each and every one of you. We're so appreciative that you've taken time out of your busy schedule to visit your future. We'll see you at 4 p.m. Eastern this afternoon. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. And remember, with Jobirab, Jobimaks, it's not just a company, it's a movement. Good day, everyone.